This box is huge. It's 4 feet by 2 feet by 1.1 feet of the metal structure, Sazabi by Bandai. It's a 1/68 perfect grade scale. Shout out to Brandon Wong, owner of the Supreme Collector BST Facebook group. Check out the Facebook group and you won't be disappointed. Comparison of the metal structure NU Gundam box. There we go. It's a no joke. It's huge. And now 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's open it up. We have the main base stand for the metal structure Sazabi. Alright, first we have this very huge shield. Look at my hand. It actually covered my whole hand. This is a very detailed huge shield. You see this emblem right here? This is actually a separate plastic. But these two sides right here, the wings, are decals, are paint. They painted it together with this one. And the gray piece right here is a separate plastic together here. And we have several decals here. It's a very detailed huge shield. Now on the back, we have purple and pink psycho frame. It's a different plastic. And this one we have a vent here. And also the tubings. They pretty much detailed every piece on this shield. There's a gimmick just like the one in the NU Gundam, but this one you only have to pull one switch. You see this Sazabi right here? Pull this up. There, it'll show a small shield. Now pull this again. There we have it. Now you have the purple and pink psycho frame showing and some details right here. The back. Now to put it back, just retract this or push. There we go. And there we have it. It's closed. There's no weight to it, but I don't think there is a die cast. It's just pure heavy plastic. Since it's a huge shield, so of course there's going to be a weight to it. Well detailed shield. Up next is the Beam Tomahawk. This is all plastic. There's no die cast, but there's a lot of detail. You can extend this and you can see the mesh right here, and you can rotate. And this is the handle, doesn't move. And this is the peg for the hand. The only thing I don't like this is that the peg is fixed, not like the one in NU Gundam where you can retract the peg. But besides that, there's also, you can move this to sides by pulling it down. There we go. And now it can be used. You can install the beam effect on both sides. There we go. And to put it back, just push it up, and that's it. Next up, we have shotgun or rifle. It is very well detailed. You can see all the decals there and markings. Every different colors are separate plastic, and they are very well done. And also, there's a gimmick to it, just like the one in the NU Gundam. First off, you can remove the magazine right here. And the second one, right here in the back, you can just pull this out. There we go. Pretty hard, but you can pull it out. So the magazine is detailed. You can see bullet right there and some decals. And this one is I think this is an energy pack. Now we have the main gun. The main gun also have gimmick. You can actually show some internal parts. First up, we're gonna show the barrel. Just pull this down. And the barrel, pull this. You need a little bit force there. Pull it, and then pull it. And then this is a spring loaded. So once you pull it all the way, if you pull it like that, it's not gonna pop up. You have to pull it all the way to hear the click and for the spring to kick in. So there. Oh, we can move this up. There's a switch here. Press this and then pull this up. There we go. And one more. This one, we can pull this up. Just pry it. If you have a long fingernail, you can easily pull it. So there we go. Now, let's put it back. Push. Push. So there's a trick to retract this. First, you have to push this down. There we go. And then push until you hear the click. There you go. That means it's locked. And close it. Also, one more thing. This is a pump action. So, there. Just like a shotgun. But there's no spring. Put back the magazine. There. And the other one. And there we go. It is a well-detailed gun. Now, next are the two backpack fin funnel holder. We have markings here where you're gonna place the same mark of the fin funnels and together with this. Now, detail wise, it is pretty detailed. down to the bottom. Also, there's a weight to it since the connector, the peg, is die cast and there are springs inside. A lot of paint separation. Separation is pretty good. I don't see any overspray or underspray. Now, there's a gimmick. We're gonna open this up like that. That's where you put the pin funnels. And now you can unclip this. There we go. And you can move this bottom part. There. And by that, and you can pull it and extend it. The back, there we go. Well, very much detailed. There we go. Even they painted a cycle frame here on the side. We're gonna flip this over. There, and take this out. This is like a holder for your fin funnel when you're installing it, like when Sazabi is in the hanger getting repaired. And there we go. To put this back again, there, hide it there, and voila, it's back. Push this again, push this down to make it lock, and then there we go. There we go. Now I wish there's a switch to have this open. You have to close it manually or open it manually, but there's a trick though. Now this one is locked. You need a little bit force to close this. You just unlock that, hit the click. Now it's loose. What you're gonna do is press on this one very hard, and it's gonna close. There you go. I mean, it doesn't close all the way. You still have to manually lock it. But yeah, that's the gimmick on this one. It's well made and well detailed. The only complaint I have is I wish we have a switch to have it closed automatically and open automatically. Next up are the two extra fuel tank and thrusters. Just gonna take one. There's a weight to it. I think there's some die cast, but yeah, it's more on plastic. I think this one is die cast, and it's pretty well made. I don't see any defect on the color separation. And now there's a gimmick on this one. You can pull this tip right here and it will reveal a directional burners. And you can twist this. There we go. Now the directional burners are pointing out. Now to open this flaps right here, pull this all the way out. There we go. Now it's out. And also the inside is painted pink and purple, just like the one in the cycle frame. And you can see the detail right here. It's pretty well done. And now to close it, just push and it will close. And this one, push. There we go. Next up are the two fin funnels holders on the base stand. I'm doing by the container, by the way. You insert fin funnels here and you can display it on the box like that. There's a piston gimmick there. Next are another action-based accessories. Next is this little piece right here. You might mistake this as one of the action-based accessory, but no. This goes to the huge shield. It goes right here. You see the two female peg right here. You just align it and install it like that. This three holes are holders for the 3 missiles on the shield of Sazabi. And the last piece on the first box is this. This is a grandstand that goes to this action base. So now, second box. First, we have the 6 fin funnels. Take a closer look. Right there, pretty much well detailed. I can feel it's all plastic. Oh, actually, I think there's a die cast inside because there's a weight to it. There's only one gimmick. You just open this flaps. It's like a wing. Once it's deployed, there you go. And inside, it's painted gold and silver. You can see 4 burners for directional thrust, and also the thruster right there. And also the inside part of the flaps. There's a separate plastic that is painted silver. And the outside, the armor, is also separate plastic, the maroon. Now on the front right here, where the laser comes out, try to put it in on the backpack pin funnel holder. There are indications where to put this, since the gold piece right there needs to go into this cutout section. There we go. You have to work to it because it's brand new, so it's a little bit. There we go. Pretty much easy. And there we go. So now, unlock this door. We can push this in. There you go. It's close up. There. Nice and close. So, yep, that's the pin funnel holder with the fin funnels. So this is how it looks like when you deploy the fin funnel holder arms, trying to install the fin funnel to its rightful place. This is how it looks like when you install it on the base stand pin funnel holder. You can put it right here. Next is the shield adapter. This one goes to the back of the shield and connect to Sazabi's arm. Right there. So, directional. You can rotate side to side. Next up, we have these 4 wires. This is where you connect the technicians. This is their lifeline. So if you want to display the technician floating, you can easily do so by using these 4 wires. Next up are the Tomahawk beam effects. You can do the beam saber effect right here, or we have the separate 2 beam effects, and we have the Tomahawk effects right there. So let's pull up the Tomahawk. This is the Tomahawk right there. Let's pull this out, pull this, and let's install this right here. Just pull this. There we go. And there we have it. Next up are these 2 separate beam effects. It looks intimidating. Look at that. And it's flexible, so you don't have to worry about cracking it or damaging it. Since it's flexible, it won't crack. So next up is the one huge beam saber effect. It's a little bit tricky in installing this. It's not easy. So the trick is, you have to pull this down first so that you can insert this side. Insert on the peg. There we go. Make sure it's centered. Yep, centered. Now you're gonna pull this down. Oh, come on. There we go. It's hard. There we go. Starting to make progress. There we go. Don't force it, just be patient installing it. Now we have the huge beam saber of the Sazabi. How cool and big is that? We have the 3 missiles. This 3 goes to the shield. So there we have it. We got the 3 missile and missile launcher installed to the shield. Nothing special, no markings or whatsoever. There's a very little detail to it, but yeah. Another good add-on to the shield. We have here are the 4 beam saber effect. These 2 right here, the short one and with awesome detailing, is from the anime, where you can't see the whole beam saber effect. This is based on the anime, and we have the traditional beam saber effect right here, the full length. It's a semi-flexible plastic, which is good. You won't be able to crack it. Up next, we have the crew with their normal suit, just like the one in NU Gundam. Up next is this piece right here. We have 14 of these. This is just for the action base. You can put it right here. It's just to cover the holes. And also we have these. We have 4 of these. This is also for the action base. Up next is this. It's part of the action base. This is actually the stand of Sazabi. This is where you connect Sazabi, and also this one moves. Just press this one. There we go. It locks up. Then you can press this again. Go back. So this one actually goes here. Next up are these 2 movable bay. Actually, this is where the crew stands. It can move. There we go. You can extend. And there we go. And this one can rotate. Nothing special. Next up, we have these 4 pieces for the action base. This one is a claw, a giant claw with a functional claw there. Also ratcheted joints there. I think this is for the shield. Oh, this is for the shield, and this is for the rifle. Next up is this giant claw. I think this is attachment for the shield also. Next up are the 2 spotlights, just like in the NU Gundam. We have movable spotlight. There we go. Left to right. This one too. Up and down. Side to side. Battery goes here. It takes 2 AAAs. Up next are these 2 figures and the cockpit ball. So we have the famous Char. It goes to his podium right here. We have his girlfriend or his commander. This is the part of the Sazabi's head, which is the cockpit. We have the cockpit right here. Opens up and this one slides down and you see Char inside. This is actually being illuminated if you put it on Sazabi's head. The LED goes here, so there will be a light there. The cockpit is well detailed. Next up is the Sazabi's head. It came on a clamshell container just to protect it, and also a small box. So closer look of the Sazabi's head. This is where the cockpit goes. The capsule goes right here, and it has a LED right here and right here. Now the switch is going to be underneath right there, and it has a battery compartment here, and we have the a contact separator so that the battery won't drain. And also the back of the head right there is very well detailed. Just mind you, be careful because these antennas are sharp. Even this one right here, the tip are sharp. And we have a gimmick right here. You can raise it up. This one separate there. And also once you close this like that, this is where you're going to access the cockpit. You're just going to pull it forward and then elevate this tip. Goes up and down. It is very well detailed. And you can see the hair, MSN-04, and Char's insignia right there. So we have the massive mobile suit of Char Aznavour. Metal structure, Sazabi. 1/6 perfect grade scale. This is a massive and heavy action figure. Look at my hand right here. It's massive. It is very well detailed. Look at that. The detailing on the back, it's no doubt top notch. We have a lot of deck holes. I don't see any paint defect or overspray or underspray. It is perfectly well done. Look at the chrome piece right here on the thruster, the gold piece on the back right here, even the thrusters here. I am speechless actually. No wonder why it's so expensive. I haven't connected the head. It is a massive, massive action figure. Now let's see how tall it is without the head. About 14 inches tall without the head up to here. And on the tip of the shoulder, about 17 inches. And to the side, from shoulder to shoulder, 10.5 inches. We have to install the cockpit capsule to the head of Sazabi. There is a female peg right there, female hull peg, and also there's two pegs right there. It will tell you how to place the capsule so that it will lock in place. And also, this one's supposed to be facing slightly backwards so that the LED right here can connect through here. Now push it down, and once you place it correctly, it will not move. You can only lift it up, but you can't rotate it sideways. So now, let's see. And the LED is connected right there. It's well placed since there's no gap in between. So this is how it looks like when the cockpit capsule is lit up. You can see the LED right there. It's green. Inside part is being lit up. If you can't see the light that much, I apologize because the sun is directly in the window. There are two switches. The first one is for the cockpit and the second one is for the mono eye. Right there, mono eye is green. So to close this again, you just push this on and then slide this piece right here. Slide it up and it's closed. Then we're gonna put this head back, make sure it's properly secured. There, on, and then we're gonna close the head. There we go. LED light up there, and it's ready to go. We have a connector right here, and it goes directly right there. It's gonna clip in. It's gonna go like that. So once you peg it inside, you're just gonna push it down very slow. And there we go. You are in. So next up, we're gonna install this to fin funnel holder. This markings right there is facing outward, not inside. There's a die-cast peg and goes inside here in the hole. So just slide it in, and there you go. And the other one facing outward. There we go. And we have the fin funnels installed. Next up, we're gonna install this extra fuel tank and thruster. The two canister have two indications where to put it. As you can see, this is left. So left side would be right here. The connector is also shaped. You have to match it so that it will connect properly. So there we go. You just need to apply a little force so that it will pop in. Since it's brand new, it's the first time to put it in, so it's a little bit hard. We're gonna put in the shield, the huge shield. So we're gonna put in the connector first. There's a peg right there. Just slide it down. There we go, locked up. We're gonna put in the beam tomahawk. Make sure the beam tomahawk is retracted also. It's not extended. You see the peg right there, and also a female peg right there. It goes inside, and also make sure the peg for the handle is facing towards the back of the shield, since there's another peg right there, and we have two locking mechanism here. So just insert like that to the peg, and then push it down, and you have a click. You see the peg right there, and then peg here. It's gonna go right here, and we're gonna clamp this to the armor. Yep, click. We got it installed. Shield is on. Next up, we're gonna put in the rifle. Sazabi's fingers are way more articulated now compared to NU Gundam. It's not because we have 3 joints now. We have the ball joint right here, another joint right here, and another joint right here. The one in the NU Gundam is that they only have 2 joints. We have joint right here and joint right here. They did not include the joint on the tip of the finger, so it can't make a full fist. But the problem on the Sazabi is that the peg for the rifle, it's fixed. You cannot interchange it into the other side like the one in the NU Gundam. Let's put it on. There, very slowly. Make sure it goes inside the peg. So there we have it. We have it installed. Now Sazabi is holding its rifle. Alrighty guys, the highly anticipated, super expensive metal structure 1/60th scale Sazabi. Without the base, about 17 inches tall. And with the base, 19 inches tall. Now on the width of the action base, 19 inches by 17.5 inches. That's how wide and big this action figure is. I like the weight distribution on this one because even with the shield on, it's not left hand heavy or it's not back heavy. So it's a well-balanced metal structure. So in able for us to dock the Sazabi to the base stand, we have to pull it away from the body. There's a lot, so you have to apply a little force to pull it. So there we go. One, that's the first stage, and then second stage right there. Just be patient and don't force it out. There we go, another angle. We have this pulled away from the body, and we are ready to dock it to the action base. Now the bottom of the Sazabi goes right here. We're gonna insert the Sazabi from the back and make sure the legs is widespread. There we go, and it's docked. It is properly docked. There we have it. We have Sazabi fully docked on his base stand together with the base stand accessories, especially the spotlight right there. We'll turn off the light. There we go. The spotlight is decently bright. So this is side by side with the NU Gundam. The NU Gundam without the fin panels, 15 inches. And then the Sazabi, 17 inches from the tip of the antenna. NU Gundam with the fin panels, 22 inches tall. This is actually a well-built action figure. It's way better than the NU Gundam, and also the weight distribution is perfect. You don't have to worry about this tipping over and falling down. So the question is, would I recommend this to anyone? Well, it depends. If you are a die-hard collector and fun is not a question, then yes, go for it. But if you are a pure Gunpla builder, I know that pure Gunpla builder, they love to personalize their build. I might not recommend this. It's because of the price. For me, as a collector, it's worth it. Stay tuned for my next video, which is the stop motion of the gimmicks of this awesome Sazabi. I think that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.